There have been a lot of changes to leaders with patch 3.8 and the new Galactic Paragons DLC. In this video, I'm going to give my take on leaders. Leaders are pretty important, though there is a leader cap now. Similar to Starbase and Naval Cap, you get penalties for going over. Going over cap is doable, but of course not as optimal. If you don't see something I talk about here in the base game, it's because it's most likely in the Galactic Paragons DLC. So just FYI, governors are now a lot more powerful. If you're running a trade build, get one with the trade value trait. Each world can have a governor now, as well as each sector. Place mineral percentage trait governors on mining worlds. Place trade value governors on trade worlds. Try to place governors that give a percentage of resources, not a fixed amount. The devs need to look at this because the fixed amounts are pretty insignificant. I think scientists received the biggest buff. No longer does there need to be a leader for every research slot. Now you can place them in the council, and they give research speed bonuses. So look for leaders that have that. Admirals are like governors except with fleets. Try to get an admiral that has ship upkeep bonuses, as this really helps your economy. Each leader may have traits that affect the Empire as a counselor, and traits that affect their particular fleet or ship or planet they are assigned to. Treat generals the same way you would admirals. Get bonuses that affect army damage or upkeep. Every so often you get a renowned leader event offering to join your leader pool. Don't be afraid to decline if they don't have any desirable bonuses. Some leaders are very powerful, so look out for them. There are three main council positions that you start with. In order to get a leader's empire bonuses, that leader must be on the council. The starting leader cap is pretty restrictive. I have gone over and didn't really suffer that much grief over it. The biggest issue is the leader experience gain penalty. Experience gain is much more important than it used to be. There are civics, research, and other ways to increase leader cap, experience gain, and negative trait reduction. Leaders also impact ethics attraction based on their listed ethic, so if you care a lot about faction balance and ethics attraction, then keep that in mind. In addition to normal traits, leaders get veteran traits after they have leveled up enough. These give extra bonuses. Same mechanics apply as with normal traits. In the beginning of the game, I usually go with 4 to 5 scientists, then I scale them down to 3 later on. I have 1 head of research on the council, I have 2 or 3 auto-exploring, and I have 1 or 2 auto-surveying. Later on, I dedicate the research vessel scientists to auto-anomalies, special projects, and site excavation. As I get more leader slots, I will get more governors for my planets and sectors. I try to get one on my most prosperous planet that supports the resources it produces first. I've found that there isn't much space for other leaders besides one admiral to give fleet empire bonuses. Later on, I may look at how to maximize the leader cap. Should make a good short, so keep a lookout. It is probably a good idea to groom or pre-recruit a good leader to replace ones that are close to either retiring or dying. Electing new Empire leaders is actually more important now, so if you have the Unity, I would always choose a new leader instead of abstaining. As leaders progress, they will randomly get negative traits, so keep an eye on them. It may be necessary to dismiss a leader if they get a bad negative trait. As of this time, leaders have become relatively cheap to recruit, so it doesn't hurt too much to shuffle leaders around, at least in later game. It is pretty important to avoid leaders with relatively useless traits, like daily hull regen and any of the monthly resource traits. They just aren't worth taking up that precious trait slot when you can get something more powerful like resource percentage or cost reduction. Leaders can also hold a council position while governing a planet or piloting a research vessel at the same time. Doing this saves your leader cap. As leaders level up, they will cost more and more Unity each month, but this cost is very negligible. So unless you have 0 Unity, it is always good to hold on to high-level leaders. Also, you can have a governor govern a sector, which affects all planets in that sector. That's all I got. I may do more follow-up videos about leaders if I find new tactics and strategies regarding them. Leave a comment and give your input. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.